Free Comic Book Day Mini-Con is coming the first Saturday in May, May 2nd. We are giving away 20,000 comics, way more than we gave away last year. Plus, we have Free Comic Book Day month, which entitles you to free stuff all month long. Free Comic Book Day is coming May 2nd. You guys have already heard about all the artists, writers, the Supreme Pro Wrestling. We also have Sac City Rollers down here.
Woo! Hi!
So May 2nd's coming on us quick. Free Comic Book Day, we're giving out 20,000 comic books. We've got writers, we've got artists, we've got Supreme Pro Wrestling, we've got food trucks. There's a little bit of everything. And if you guys have been here before, and if you pay attention to us at all, we are constantly talking about the Sac City Rollers. So welcome down to the show, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks, Ben.
So we've pulled a lot of people down to the show, the bout, and had a really good time. But why don't you guys go ahead and tell people who have never been a little bit about what you guys do?
So we actually have, at the Sac City Rollers, we have two teams that play against other teams from different cities. Mm-hmm. And that would be the Capital Punishers, which is our A team. And they actually go out and travel to different states, play teams from the top teams in WFTA, which is the association that we're a part of.
That's what I was going to ask, how you organize it.
Yeah. And so we are a part of the Women's Flat Track Derby Association, which is actually now all over the world. They have teams everywhere, Japan, African teams, everywhere, South American teams, and we are actually lucky to be part of that and actually be ranked. We are ranked now 90 or 80?
81.
81.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a big difference. That's a big difference. So you are moving up quite a bit. Now, before we get going and learn a little bit more, I completely forgot. Can you guys introduce yourselves?
Sure. Yeah, of course. My name is Conquistadorable, and I play for our Capital Punishers team.
I'm Estrella Negra, or you can call me Stray if you can't get that mouthful in, and I play for the Folsom Prison Bruisers.
Charlie Bustle. I also play for the Folsom Prison Bruisers.
I'm the Master Hater. I bench coach the Folsom Prison Bruisers.
I'm Star Trekker, and I'm a bird for SCR.
What does a bird mean?
Birds are our skaters have tried out, and they're in preparation to eventually try out to be a bruiser.
Nice. Now let's start there then. So if somebody was interested in this and somebody who wanted to do something, how would they get involved with this?
There are so many ways to get involved with our league, both on skates and off skates. For off skates, we have non-skating officials who can come to our games and help us officiate. On skates, even if you've not put skates on, since you were 5 years old, there are a lot of opportunities. One way that we have right now is Rec League. We just had a session start this past Monday, and that'll be going for the next 8 weeks, or 10 weeks maybe.
Yeah, and if you've missed the first Monday, you can actually join for the next 2 Mondays still.
Mm-hmm. So Rec League is just drop in. It's every Monday, $10 for drop in, or you can pay for a whole session. And we have coaches that'll train you for 2 hours every Monday. Once you kind of have your skates on your feet and you want to try out, there's an opportunity to try out to eventually be on the Birds team, which is the intro team to.
And so then what do birds do at the beginning of it?
They fly.
We teach them to fly.
I was kind of think of it in that concept of we're hatched out of the egg. Rec League is really fun. You get a chance to do all the technical stuff, learn how to be safe on your skates, and then you get right at the end, you get a little taste of a Rec League bout, which is basically where people find out if they're loving it or not. And
okay, so that's where if they're going to drop out, that's when it happens.
Once you decide that you're in love with roller derby, then most of them are encouraged to go and try out for Birds, where you learn a little bit more. You step it up a little. You learn a little bit more about the rules, a little more technique in the game as far as finding out if you want to be a jammer or a pivot, or if you want to work on the line. One of the things I love about SCR's league is that everybody tries a little bit of something and of each position, and then you learn how to once you decide what it is in your heart that you're going to strive for, you
That's kinda
understand. You basically get the best skills by trying everything.
And that makes sense. I mean, you might as well try everything just so you can make sure that you fall into the right spot. Or even more importantly, you're versatile and you can do whatever is needed.
And you've been to our games before, so
We
you
have.
know that, we haven't said this yet, but roller derby is a full contact sport, and we, wear elbow pads and wrist guards and helmets, everything to protect ourselves, but it's not like it used to be.
What do you mean?
Well, before it was, like, people remember watching it on the television in the 80s, and it was, a lot of elbows and lots of action,
Yes.
and it was very staged. Now it's actually a real sport. I mean, in the sense that everything that you see is real. There are rules to keep us safe. So that you can't just elbow someone in the face and have that be legal. It's more technical. We're actually with WFDA is actually trying to get roller derby into the Olympics. So a lot of the costumes that you see, they still exist, but more and more so women are cross training and just striving to become those really just athletic women.
Yeah, and it looks like it requires quite a bit. I mean, going around that ring over and over again, and especially when you're trying to, shoot through, and I think you would have to do stuff like that.
Our coaches always say that if you're just, coming to practice and just skating there and doing nothing else, it's just not enough. Like, if you actually want to move up and move from bird to bruiser to capital punisher, you have to cross train.
And our
That makes
teams
sense.
already practice 3 times a week, 2 hours each time, 2 to 3 hours
2 to
each
3,
time.
yeah.
So we're on skates already.
We're talking about people who have jobs. I mean, this is something
Their
that you guys
mothers,
are
their
passionate about.
doctors, their teachers.
People from all walks of life. It's
All walks
quite
of life.
amazing, actually.
It really is. And speaking of the old school stuff, I had only ever seen that, and we were looking for for some fun stuff around Sacramento. Stumbled upon you guys, and then we fell in love immediately. And it was from that moment forward. We try to get a big group. If you guys are watching this, you're in the Sacramento area. We always sell tickets. We always get a big group. You guys are awesome enough to set us up with a spot so we can be together, and it's just a really fun night.
And thank you for being our sponsor.
Well, thank you.
We're glad you enjoy it.
No, it's a lot of fun. So, a question about the names. How do you pick your name? Is it just something you get to pick your own? Do you cross-reference to make sure somebody else doesn't have it?
Not everybody gets to pick their own name. Sometimes something happens to you.
Oh, and it sticks.
just
Okay.
sticks. There was a girl that I used to ski with. Her name was what did she go by? Duncan No Nuts. Because within the first month that she was skating, she tripped, fell, broke her tailbone, and had to sit on an inflatable donut for 2 months.
Oh my God.
So bad for her.
That name will give you some inspiration to really get better, though.
Yes.
So did we all pick our names?
I was getting a manicure, which I haven't done probably since the time I picked my name, but I was looking at the bottom of the nail polish color, and it said Conquistadorable, and I was like, oh, that's a cute name, and so I picked it. One thing that you don't always pick, though, is your nickname.
Okay.
So my full name is Conquistadorable, but when you're talking to each other on the track or when your coach is trying to call for you, you can't say, Conquistadorable, go to the outside. You have to just say something fast. So people call me Kista or Kiki or Ki, depending on how short you need to make it.
How quick we need her to react.
Yes. Now, let's go back here for a second. What is it like being a judge? How did you get involved in that?
Like a coach or
a coach. I'm sorry, I said
That's
judge.
fine.
Makes it sound so official.
I've always kind of watched. I've NSO'd a couple times, and I've been doing it for a couple of years.
Okay.
And it's really gratifying. It really is. When you teach somebody how to do something or how to do a certain drill, and then you see it come from practice onto the track and about. It is just you just get really happy. You're just man, I taught them to do that.
That's awesome.
And they did it well, and it's just really fun. It's a lot of fun, and I mean, it's not for everybody, but for me, it's perfect for me.
So, from going into coach, did you have to start out as a rep or anything else?
That's what the NSOing thing is. They like you to when you go in NSO, you're kind of learning the rules and stuff like that, which is really helpful. and then you can go on and become like a coach or a ref or something like that. For me, it was just I just wanted to know more about the sport. I wanted to be able to teach people about the sport. I mean, I played sports my entire life.
Yeah.
And coached sports my entire life. So like.
So this was a natural.
It was
extension.
It was something that I fell into very easily.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, that's awesome. Now, so who are you a coach for?
The Folsom Prison Bruisers.
The
So
Bruisers. Okay, perfect.
her and her.
And soon
her.
Yeah. So where can they find you guys online?
At SacCityRollers.com, on Facebook at SacCityRollers.com, and Instagram and Twitter as well.
Okay, it's really simple. So thank you guys all for coming down.
Great, thanks so much,
And
guys.
May 2nd, we'll see you guys then.
See you soon.